Hello? Are you there? Hey guys, students, estudiantes, I have a video for you. It's gonna change your life. All right? Ready, set, go. Hi students, it's Miss Hunter, obviously, right? I just wanted to share some things with you that I've been thinking about my teaching philosophy. And I had to look up teaching philosophy because although I have heard the word, I could not give you a definition of it without looking it up. So I'm going to read you what it says. A teaching philosophy is a personal statement outlining an educator's beliefs about learning, their goals for their students, and their methods for achieving those goals. So basically, a teaching philosophy is what I believe about teaching, what I believe about your learning, and what my goals are for you, and how we're gonna get meet those goals. I had a revelation. I had a aha moment, or several aha moments. One thing I do want to say is that um, it's not easy being vulnerable. See, vulnerable. And as you know, that many of you know that I often stumble when I'm talking, um, trying to get something out, and that is something that I'm asking for grace, for you all to be patient with me as I'm working through that. One thing that I was afraid to do was stop and correct myself. I was just stumbling through and sounding really crazy as I'm trying to talk to you all, and I'm not going to continue to do that. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to go back and say something if I said it wrong, or if I stumbled through it, I'm going to go back and repeat myself so that I can make myself clear. I'm not going to continue to try to tell you all things if I don't know the right answer. We'll stop right in class. We'll stop right in the middle of class, and we'll look it up. Um, so with that being said, I thank you for your grace towards me as I'm working on my imperfection, my struggle with speaking publicly. Um, and I want to say that we have done you all, Miss Hunter, has done you all a disservice, and I didn't realize it until this weekend. Uh, we're all about getting the correct answers. We don't know what it means to struggle with a text, to struggle to try to understand something, or to do research on a word that we don't understand. We just want somebody else to do it for us. We expect somebody else to know all the answers because we're we don't want to do the work ourselves. We want somebody else to give us the correct answer. We want somebody else to tell us exactly what to do. And we're afraid of getting things wrong. We're afraid of looking foolish. We're afraid of sounding foolish. So we don't try. We don't push ourselves. And a lot of times I think that, especially me as a teacher, I didn't realize what that looked like. I didn't realize that I needed to push you all academically, and I didn't know what that looked like, so I didn't. So that's something that we're going to work on. Um, let me get to my notes. Uh, let me go to my notes. Um, I've noticed that when I ask a question about something, um, one or two people will answer, but everybody else just sits there. Um, Even if you don't know an answer to something, you have the internet at your disposal. You have the World Wide Web at your disposal to look up things, to look things up, and to know what things are. But that doesn't even come to our minds because we really don't care a lot of times, right? We're like, I don't care about that, so I'm not going to bother to look it up. Well, my job is to make you all, to grow you all, and to develop you into lifelong learners. Because once you get a taste of learning and how to do it in the correct way, it's going to ignite a fire in you. Discipline comes from doing things over and over again that don't feel good. We have to be disciplined enough to make mistakes. We have to be disciplined enough to fail. We have to be disciplined enough to know that sometimes we won't get the right answer. Sometimes we'll walk away from a situation still confused, and that is okay. We've learned you have to get the right answer the first time, and if you don't, blah blah blah. Sometimes there is no right answer, and that's crazy, right? Like there's not a right answer to this, and that makes us uncomfortable because we're so used to, okay, Miss Hunter, can you tell me what the answer is? No, I'm not going to tell you what the answer is. I'm going to teach you all methods, tips, tricks, hacks that are going to that are going to help you learn how to take charge of your own learning. So let's say we're reading something and you come across something you don't know. All right. So let's go to our context clues. Let's go back and read that again. What did you get from that? Did you still not get anything? Okay. Now let's go to the internet. Again, we have the internet at our disposal. If you don't know something, look it up. If you don't know something, write questions and write comments on whatever paper you're working on at the time. That's where true learning takes place. Learning is not a linear process. Linear, Linear, all right? It's got the word line in it, Line, okay? If something is not linear, that means it doesn't go in a straight line. Learning is not a linear process. Learning is not, okay, this. Oh, we're done. I answered the questions. Oh, now let's go to the next thing. Nope. Learning is you take 2 steps forward, then you get to something you don't know, then you got to go look it up. And then you get there and you're like, well, I don't understand what that means. And you got to look that up. And then, and then you go down this rabbit hole of piecing things together to make to get the understanding of the original thing that you were looking up. We don't like that because that takes too long. That's boring. It's boring because you're not used to it. It's hard because you're not used to it. All my sports people, all my people that play an instrument or have some hobby that you're good at or you're getting good at, you didn't get good at it on day one. If you go to the gym, you don't come out the gym day one with muscles. You have to develop those muscles over and over and over again until you got that's not a six pack, until you have biceps and triceps, until you have a six pack. You have to keep working at it. And we are going to be in the trenches a little bit in our learning. We're going to start from ground zero. You'll see Ms. Hunter standing up at the board, wrestling with a text. I'm going to be doing my thinking out loud in front of you all, and that's scary. That's scary, right? But I need you all to understand that teachers don't have all the answers. I don't. So I'm going to push you. When you come to me, Miss Hunter, I don't get it. And I'm going to look at you and I'm going to say, I don't get it either. Because tell me what your thinking is. Tell me exactly where you're stuck. I'm going to ask you, did you look it up? And you said, yeah. Okay, well, I looked it up and I didn't understand it. Okay, well, did you look up something else? Did you look it up another way? Did you go? Because sometimes the first thing that comes to on your feed is not an answer that you could understand. So guess what? You got to keep scrolling until you find something that makes sense. Again, we have not taught you all these skills. So the first thing you get to, you don't understand it. You don't care. You just write it down or copy it down, but you don't understand what you wrote. Those days are over, guys. If I ask everybody to look up what a mouse is, we know what a mouse is, right? And the first definition you get to of a mouse is just something that you have no clue about. Don't put that down. Because I'm going to ask you, I'm going to say, okay, what is the definition of a mouse? And you're going to say, blah, 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 blah. And I'm going to say, now, what does that mean? And you're going to look at me and say, I don't know what that means. I'm going to say, well, I need you to find out what that means. I need you to do more research. I'm not going to accept, well, I don't know. Look it up again. Go deeper. I'm going to push you. I'm going to challenge you. Because I'm challenging myself. It's going to be awkward. And when you give me the answer when you give me your answer, when you're sharing your answers out loud, I want you to say them with power. I want you to say them confidently. If you don't know how to pronounce a word, I want you to go to Google and say, Google, tell me how to pronounce this word right here. And I want you to listen to it until you can say it fluently. Because when you can give me the definition of a word and you can say a word, that word belongs to you. Excuse me. You now own that word. We have taken your powers away to be budding learners. We have taken away your powers to become explorers of knowledge, to become discoverers of wisdom, to become curious about the world around you. We have teachers, Miss Hunter has taken that away from you all. But slowly but surely, I'm going to give it back to you. It's going to suck. It's going to be hard. It's going to be irritating. It's going to be annoying because I'm going to keep pressing you. How did you come to that answer? What is your thought process? Before you come to me and say, Miss Hunter, I don't get it, I need you to have a definitive, Miss Hunter, I did this, I did this, I did this, but here, I'm stuck here. I can help that person. I'm not going to help the person that says, well, I don't know, because you didn't even try. And I'm not going to accept you going to somebody to get the answer from them when you didn't even try on your own. I'm not accepting that. Because if you're going to get help, the person that's going to help you is going to help you get to a certain point. They're not going to just give you the answer because that is not helping you. That is enabling you. That is giving you a crutch to lean on instead of empowering you to stand on your own 2 feet. Miss Hunter is about getting you to stand on your own 2 feet. You all need to know things about the world around you. And some of you do, many of you do, but many of you don't. And Miss Hunter, if I could be honest, I don't know much about the world around me either. Not as much as I should know. So the challenge begins today. We're going to have a funeral for words and excuses that we don't need to continue to have in our vocabulary. We're going to hold each other accountable in B4. We are going to learn how to wrestle with things. We're going to take the time. It might take you 30 minutes on an article. Just finding out what you don't know. Looking at what you do know. Doing research about what you don't know. If you don't know that word, then go through the links. Go through the page. Refine your search. And if you don't know how to refine your search, Ms. Hunter, I searched this, I searched that, but I'm still confused. Can you help me? Okay. Because I know sometimes we don't know what to search for. We get stuck. Okay, I searched this, but I don't know how to take my search further. I can work with that. I can't work with somebody who doesn't try and just wants somebody to give them the right answers. I'm not accepting that. Not doing it. And your classmates are not accepting that either. Are you classmates? Y'all say no. Okay. No more laziness. No more fear of being laughed at. No more fear of looking foolish. No more fear of not knowing the answer. We're going to say yes to stopping class and having to look things up in the middle of class. And then we'll keep looking this up, and then that'll lead us to something else. We're going to say yes to learning how to get out of our comfort zones instead of wanting the teacher to hand feed us or spoon feed us every answer, instead of wanting the teacher to do the work for us while we sit there and accept passively the answers. We're going to take an active part in our learning. These are the skills that you will need to survive once you all hit 18. These are the things that you are going to need to know how to thrive in the wide world. My video is getting long, so I'm not going to be too much longer, but I want to let you know that Um, today begins a new day. Okay, today begins a new day. Class will look a little different, but I guarantee you, if we keep up what we're doing, what we're gonna start, you're gonna be proud of yourself. You're going to be discovering things about yourself that you didn't know. Your conversations are going to change. You'll find that you'll have a love for learning that you did not have before, because Miss Hunter is now pushing you, because your classmates are now pushing you. We're challenging one another. Okay, well, look this up. So you started looking this up, and that didn't give you the answers that you needed. Try to word your search a little bit differently. Try to look this up and see what that happens. Okay, that didn't work. Okay, let's try another way. And again, it's gonna be frustrating. You're gonna be like, bro, this is stupid. I don't This is what learning is about. It's about going 3 steps forward. And sometimes you gotta take 6 steps back. But that's where the beauty of this thing lies, is in you learning that learning is not, again, it doesn't just go the way we want it to. We want ease. We want comfort. We want somebody to tell us, oh, tell me what the answer is so I don't have to look it up. Tell me what to do so I don't have to think. When y'all ask me, Miss Hunter, how many words did we have to write? I'm not gonna tell you. I'm not gonna tell you. If I gave you a rubric and in the rubric it says how many words to write for this thing, I'm not telling you, because if I tell you, that is me holding your hand. That's me babying you. And Miss Hunter is not here to baby you. I'm here to empower, to teach, to instruct, to push you, to challenge you. That's my job. Not to hold your hand on something that you are too lazy to look up on your own. If in class we're having a discussion and I ask, guys, what does so and so mean? Everybody's hand should be to the keyboard, hands to keyboard, looking it up. Everybody, every one of you, because we're building those muscles of, if I don't know how to say something, if I don't know how to pronounce something, if I don't know how to the definition of something, my first instinct needs to be to go to the internet, if I can use it, and look it up. And if I don't, the first answer that I get doesn't make sense to me, I'm going to keep looking until I find an answer that makes sense to me, until I find the definition that I can understand. Don't just look at the first thing you say and say, well, oh, I don't get that, so I'm done. Nope. Further challenge you. Okay, look it up some more. Look up something else. Scroll down and see what else you can find. Go to this website and see what this website is. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of work. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Again, we've created lazy students. And I'm not calling you specifically lazy, but in general, we have created laziness in you all. And we have to do better. Teachers, we have to do better. We have to be vulnerable, and we have to create vulnerability in you. Yeah. We have to create that feeling of, I'm not sure, in you. Because Miss Hunter, is this right? I don't know. Is it? Tell me what your process was. Tell me what the rubric said, and then tell me what the process, and then tell me what you did. Some of you are so in need of reassurance, which reassurance is good up to a point, but sometimes it cripples us because we're always needing to be reassured. No, if you did the part, if you followed the rubric, then be assured in yourself that this is going to be good. I'm teaching you all how to leave the nest. The baby birds have to fly away at some point. A baby bird that doesn't leave the nest is a dud. And you all are not duds. You are capable, more than capable, but I have to pull it out of you. I have to we have to mine it like gold, like the people mine gold and diamonds. We have to go deep, and it's gonna be painful, but it's gonna be worth it. So I know this was not, I didn't expect to talk 20 minutes, but here we are. I need you to get the message. All right, students, happy trails.